Okay, now in the first video we have derived the relation for the radius. Second, we have derived the relation for the time period. Okay, we have seen that how the charge particle when enters into the magnetic field of making an angle between 0 to 90 degree, the charge particle will start moving in a helical motion. When the charge particle is moving in a helical motion, what will happen is it will have its radius of helix, then it will have time period, it will have the frequency of charge particle, then angular frequency or angular velocity, and next is the last is the pitch of the helix. So these are all parameters are required for calculating the motion of the charge particle in a magnetic field when angle is between theta and 0 and 90 degree. Okay, so in the first video idea is clear that radius of helix is given by r is equal to mv sin theta divided by bq. Okay, and then we have seen that theta is equal to 2 pi m divided by bq. In both these relation, what we understand that the radius of the helix and time period of the helix both are depending on the value of the velocity, mass of the particle and bq. In both these cases, we will see that bq is in denominator. What it means? Any quantity which is in denominator, what it means? If the quantity is more, the denominator quantity is more, then the radius or the left hand side quantity will become less. So if the radius has to be more, what we require? That magnetic field and the charge must have the less value. Okay, और एक हमने इससे क्या देखा? टाइम पीरियड और रेडियस दोनों के दोनों किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है? मास के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. और one more thing, this mass, if we send it to second side, it will become what? Q by m. Specific charge it is called. So radius totally depend किसके ऊपर कर रहा है? V के ऊपर कर रहा है. Because m we send it to second side, it will become what? Q by m. So specific charge here also in the T also it depends upon the specific charge. Clear हो गया? So ये दो कॉन्सेप्ट हमने फर्स्ट वीडियो में देखे थे. ओके, अब टाइम पीरियड निकालने के बाद सिंपल क्या बचता है? फ्रीक्वेंसी. फ्रीक्वेंसी के लिए क्या फार्मूला है? फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन टी. सो 1 अपॉन टाइम पीरियड, सो क्या हो जाएगा? 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 पाई एम बी क्यू. सो बी क्यू विल गो इन द न्यूमरेटर. डिनोमिनेटर में क्या बचेगा? 2 पाई एम. So for the frequency of the helical motion of the charge particle will become bq divided by 2 pi m. Here again, from this relation, frequency and time period, in both these cases what we see, does not, this time period and frequency does not depend on the velocity of the charge particle. हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि ये जो फ्रीक्वेंसी और टाइम पीरियड वेलोसिटी के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता है. ओके, किसके ऊपर डिपेंड कर रहा है ये? इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन q by m. Here also it is q by m. In this part you see this is q by m, and here also m if will go in the denominator, so it will become q by m. So in this frequency and the time period, we came to know that it depends, both depends upon what? Magnetic field and specific charge q by m. But this frequency and time period is not at all depending upon the velocity of charge particle and the radius. ऑफ द हेलिक्स, ये रेडियस के ऊपर भी डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा है। तो ये है अपना फ्रीक्वेंसी के लिए। नेक्स्ट कम्स व्हाट, एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी। Now we have to calculate the angular frequency. Angular frequency or angular velocity, it is denoted by omega. Omega can be written as what? Omega is equal to, angular velocity is equal to, omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay, if it is 2 pi f, so already we have calculated the value of f. So omega is equal to so if we put the value of frequency bq by 2 pi m, so what will happen? 2 pi will get cancelled, so we'll be remaining with bq by m. So angular frequency will become bq upon m. Abhi angular frequency, what it shows? Again this angular frequency is depending on two factors. One is the magnetic field, another q by m. So throughout this experiment or throughout this derivation, what we are understanding, कल जो परसों के दिन जो सैटरडे के दिन जो डेरिवेशन किया तो उसमें भी हमने क्या देखा कि it depends upon the specific charge and the magnetic field. So for today also what we are seeing here in both these derivation part, that angular frequency, or you take the time period or we take the frequency, all are depending upon what? Specific charge and magnetic field. Here angular frequency is depending upon what? Magnetic field and specific charge q by m. Okay, it does not depend, angular frequency is not depending upon the linear velocity. Angular frequency is not depending upon what? Linear velocity. So from this relation, two relation, time period and frequency, angular frequency, it is clear, time period, frequency, angular frequency, it is clear that for a charged particle which is moving in a magnetic field, magnetic field and specific charge are the two important factors on which everything depends. Okay, so it depends upon magnetic field, what type of magnetic field we are keeping and what type of the specific charge it is there. Depending upon that only it will affect or it will show. But in all these three cases we will see that velocity is not at all coming in any of these three expression. Either you consider the time period, either you consider the frequency, or either you consider the angular frequency. Velocity is not at all playing any important role, or linear velocity we can say. So linear velocity of the charged particle के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा है. ये किसके ऊपर कर रहा है डिपेंड? सिर्फ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एंड स्पेसिफिक चार्ज q by m के ऊपर डिपेंड कर रहा है. किसके ऊपर डिपेंड कर रहा है? मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एंड द स्पेसिफिक चार्ज q by m. क्लियर हो गया? अब देखो, ऑलरेडी वी नो. नेक्स्ट कम्स द पिच ऑफ द हेलिक्स. हमने रेडियस निकाल लिया. फिर रेडियस निकालने के बाद रेडियस ऑफ द हेलिक्स निकाल लिया, और रेडियस ऑफ हेलिक्स के बाद हमने एंगुलर वेलोसिटी भी निकाल लिया, टाइम पीरियड भी निकाल लिया, फ्रीक्वेंसी भी निकाल लिया. ओके, अब लास्ट टॉपिक कौन सा बचता है? पिच ऑफ द हेलिक्स. अब पिच किसे कहते हैं? नाउ व्हाट इज पिच? पिच इज नथिंग बट it is the linear distance moved by the charged particle along the magnetic field in one rotation. एक रोटेशन में कितना डिस्टेंस चार्ज पार्टिकल मूव होगा इन द हेलिकल मोशन. अब डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं तो इट कम्स अंडर द मैकेनिक्स. अगेन इन द मैकेनिक्स वी हैव सीन द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज गिवन बाय वेलोसिटी इनटू टाइम. फर्स्ट ईयर में हमने पढ़ा था डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज इक्वल टू वेलोसिटी इनटू टाइम. अब डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल जो है दैट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय पिच ऑफ द हेलिक्स and velocity will be velocity along the magnetic field and time will be time period. Clear हो गया? Once again listen here. Pitch of the helix is nothing but it is the distance moved by the charged particle along the magnetic field in one rotation in the helical motion. Clear हो गया? So now we have to calculate the pitch of the helix. To calculate the pitch of the helix, we have to understand what is pitch. Pitch is what? It is the distance between the two helical motion. So वो जो distance है तो it is called as what? Linear distance moved by the charged particle along the magnetic field in one rotation in the helical motion is the pitch of the helix. So this pitch of the helix is denoted by capital P. So distance traveled. How distance traveled will be written? Distance traveled is given by velocity into time. This distance traveled is called as pitch of helix. This velocity along the magnetic field into time period t. Velocity along magnetic field. This velocity along B is given by v cos theta into t. Capital P, pitch of the helix, is given by v cos theta into t. Now v cos theta as it is. What is t? T is already we have derived for this 2 pi m by bq. T is 2 pi m by bq. This is the capital P, and this capital K is called as what? Pitch of the helix. So this pitch of the helix is derived by the formula v cos theta into 2 pi m divided by bq. V cos theta is the velocity of the charged particle along the magnetic field. V cos theta into 2 pi m by divided by bq. So P is equal to v cos theta into 2 pi m by bq, where m, bq and v cos theta are the parameters for the helical motion. So clear हो गया? So this P, that is the pitch of the helix, is taken by the equation formula v cos theta into 2 pi m by bq. तो इस तरह से आज हमने क्या किया, हेलिकल मोशन के लिए रेडियस ऑफ द चार्ज पार्टिकल, रेडियस ऑफ द हेलिकल मोशन, टाइम पीरियड, फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड देन एंगुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड पिच ऑफ द हेलिक्स, ये 5 पैरामीटर्स हमने डिराइव किए और पांचों के पांचों इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो रेडियस ऑफ द हेलिक्स कैसे है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमको ये याद रखना, एक बार फास्टली रिवाइज कर देता हूँ कि when the particle is moving into the magnetic field, the velocity it is made theta is in between 0 and 90 degree. During that time the charge particle will trace the helical path, and when it is tracing the helical path will have the radius of the helical path, then time period of the helical path, frequency and angular frequency, and then pitch of the helix. These are all the parameters we have derived one by one. So today you have to complete this thoroughly, and tomorrow we'll see the next topic. So today's topic completely you take the PDF file. I am sending the PDF file and also the videos for you. So both the videos you have to see and complete it today itself.